So in this presentation, I'm going to show how to go through the final project step by step. So this here is the final project. Our goal is to make a database for small business. So the first thing you should do is choose your business and decide what kind of products you want to sell. Then you should make a short list of products. And the next step will be to go through your next step will be to make a database which allows you to take orders from customers. Your next step will be to make a database which will allow you to take orders from customers. For this database, you're going to need 3 tables: customers, products, and orders. We're going to use Access. So I'm going to switch to Access. This is the basic access window. Our first step is to create a new Our first step is to create a new database. Next, we're going to import the Excel table customers. You can download this table from Manaba. Make sure to make that first row headers. This gives us a customer table. Next, we need a form to insert new customers. We'll use the form wizard. We want to look at the customers one at a time, so we'll choose this. The name of the form. We can now test our form by adding a new customer. Save the data, or the customer has been added. Next step, we want to create a product. We want to create a products table so we can enter our products. We'll do that in design view. Our unit price should be in the form of money. In order to enter our products, we need to create a form. We'll again do this using the form wizard. We select the products table. Products may be best seen in a table form. Our form name. Make sure to enter. Our next step will be to create an orders table. We'll create the orders table in design view. The order date must be of type date. Then we need the product. We'll give the product in form of ID. Since this will contain the ID, this should be a number. The quantity will be the number of products, items sold. So this should be a number. Customer will be in form of an ID. So this should be also a number. Now that we have our three tables, we can create a relationship between the three items. For that, we'll use the relationship tool. The customers, the orders, the products. The customer and the orders table. The customer's ID must be linked to the order's customer ID. The product's ID needs to be linked to the order's product ID. This completes the relationships. We need to make an orders form. For this, we'll use the form wizard. We first choose the orders table. We add the fields. We choose the layout. This layout will be fine. We save the name. This is our orders form. This orders table, orders form is inconvenient. This form is inconvenient. This field is too small, and these forms will require us to enter product and customer as numbers. We would prefer to have a drop-down menu. To make our form larger. Make our date size larger. Make our forms. So to make a drop-down menu, we follow the following steps. This is a text box. We need to replace it with a combo box. The data should be entered in form of a query. The same is true for the customers. We need to replace it with a combo box. This now allows us to enter our we can make entry slightly more convenient by choosing the tab order. We would like to have our customers. Here we can choose the order in which the the fields will be accessed. If we choose a new form, and that way we can make entry more convenient. These are our orders. In this form, the orders are very hard to understand, so we will create a query to make them easier to read. For this, I'll use the built-in query editor. Our orders are here. Here is our order, and here is the order date. But rather than having the product ID, we would much prefer having the name of the item bought. We'll do that by adding the uh, uh, product table as well as the category, as well as the price of the item. Next, we would like the quantity. Then we'd like to have the customer. Rather than the customer ID, we'd prefer to have the actual name of the customer. So we add the customer table. Then we add the customer name. Finally, we have the unit price and the quantity. We would actually do this in a better order if we put the customer name first. Oh, sorry, second here. Oh. So we can have the ID, the order date, the customer name, the product, the unit price, the quantity. Finally, we would like to have the sale price and the order price. The order price will be the unit price times the quantity. This will get the name Shiki1, but let me make this a little wider so we can see it more easily what's going on. The Shiki Ichi will be the name, but we would like a better name, so we'll give it the name order price. Uh, total order total. I'll just write this as one word. So now we can see the result. Our our um, our order will now have the name of the customer, the product name, the name of the item sold, the unit price of the item sold, the quantity, and the order total will be the unit price multiplied by the quantity. We need to give this a name, so I'll call this orders info. Let me try to make one more table like this. I'll use the query design. In a similar way, the way I will do it is I will make another one of these. This time, rather than using customer name, I will use the customer ID. It will still, nevertheless, I would like to use the product name. So I'm going to add the product name here. And again, I'll add the unit price, the quantity bought, and the order total, which will be the unit price, the unit price, times the quantity. Let me again check these are all my orders by customer. I'm going to save this table as well. I'll call this customer orders. I can now make one more form called customer account form. We'll use the customer wizard, the order form wizard for this. So I'm going to use the customers. And what I want here is I want the customer ID and the name. But I would also like the information about their orders. For this, I'm going to choose the customer orders. So I will add all of the. Next, I'm going to go to a new style. This form will give me a different kind of form that I'm used to, namely, notice it has two parts. At the top, it has the customer ID and customer name. And below, it has the information from the customer orders in what is known as a subform. This here shows me the display. At the top, we have one display, and at the bottom, we have a table-shaped display. I'll call this form customer accounts. Here in this form here, we can see we have two forms. A main form, which shows the name of the customer, and a subform showing the orders made by the customer. That's it.